important than anything. People have been waiting all week. We have got Dog and Beth Chapman on the line from Dog and Beth on the Hunt. Good morning, Dog and Beth.
Aloha.
Hey, how are you, brother?
I'm fantastic. So excited to be talking to you guys this morning here. We've been talking about it all week that we were going to try to get you guys on, and we've got people all over the world so excited. We've got our friend Alan Bell over in Kingswood, England, who's a fan of ours all the way over there, that just said he's listened for years, and he's like, you've got to tell Dog and Beth hi for me. He's like, that's the pinnacle of interviews for him, and he's all the way over in England. So you guys transcend all country lines and borders.
That's great.
Thank you. Tell him we said hi, and we're on Twitter, so he can shout out us there.
Very nice. Obviously, most people probably know the basics of the Dog, the Bounty Hunter show. You know, they know who you are. They know what you do. What's the deal? The show now is Dog and Beth on the Hunt. It premieres Sunday, 6 p.m. on CMT. Why the change of the show and change of the networks? Is it just a business deal, but pretty much the same thing, or is this a different venture? Explain to us what happened there.
Well, I'll talk about the change of the show. For about 9 years, we made it look very easy because we had a successful run on that other network. And just like last night, two young guys in Arizona got gunned down while trying to catch a fugitive. So there's a lot of mistakes being made by these guys that want to be bounty hunters. So we decided to take the show on the road and go from state to state, catch America's Most Wanted while we're training the bondsmen and bounty hunters. We've successfully been to about 7 different states. We've got almost 30 fugitives. It's an hour show instead of a half hour. It's a lot more rockin'. We have Leland with us, and you explain why we left the previous network.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, leave it to Beth.
Well, you know, every show runs its course, you know, and I think that, you know, 8 seasons on one network without any type of changes, it ran its course, you know, and we were always pride ourselves on being real, and we don't make things up, and we don't stage things, and we don't do things that other reality shows do. But, you know, the other network that we were with was into wars, storage wars and shipping wars and wars. Yeah. And we were not having any wars at the Chapman family, and so that didn't jive with the direction that they wanted to go.
Interesting. That's so weird. I mean, to me, it's like Dog the Bounty Hunter was just one of those shows where it was just, if it was on, you would watch it. It was just such easy viewing because it was such a good show, you know, just so fun and exciting all the time that it seems so weird that anybody would think like, oh, no, that's not right for our network. Like, we need we need Storage Wars Wyoming instead.
Well, no, they wanted us to stay, but they wanted us to brawl. They wanted us fighting with our kids. And, you know, basically the conflict, they wanted conflict. And, you know, for us, there's enough conflict in what we do that we don't need to start, you know, picking on our children.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good choice there. So now you guys are on CMT, just so everybody knows. This Sunday night on CMT, Dog and Beth on the Hunt. Are you guys still going to be doing the physical hunts, you know, and going and actually apprehending the fugitives?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You know, basically what this is going to be is the toughest on-the-job training you would ever get. You know, so we basically go out with these other bounty hunters and with these other bail bondsmen, and they show us how they do it, and then we make corrections. And we actually help them catch the people that they're out there looking for. You know, in Clovis, New Mexico, a man has been in business 33 years, had been looking for the guy for 9 months. You know, we came in and caught him in 3 hours.
Wow.
So, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, how you do it, changing your approach until you find one that works, and keeping the community safe at the same time.
You guys,
and staying on the person till you catch him. She just started doing this to me. I can't eat now till I catch the guy.
Oh, sure.
I started riding in her car. She loves. Ask her about that.
No, we hate that.
You'd love it.
I want you out of my car.
Yeah. Split them up. You guys should come up to Montana sometime, because we seem to have like a bail bondsman war going on here. It's like every bail bondsman hates the other bail bondsman, and they're all thinking the other guys are doing it wrong. And they tried to just pass some bill in the legislature, and all the bondsmen had to travel to the Capitol and testify that they didn't want this new thing. And it's like our bail bonding industry here seems like a mess from what I can see.
Well, they typically don't like each other, that's for sure. I mean, and we don't really, we promote that these are your colleagues. These are not your comrades. I mean, these are your comrades and your colleagues. These are not your enemies, and I think that it is a little bit of a cutthroat business in some of the states that we've been to, and that's mainly because there's a entity called pretrial services, which basically lets people out for free with no repercussion, no deterrent, and no one chasing them.
Taxpayer bail.
Taxpayer bail. And so in a lot of states, the taxpayer bail is taking over, and the bail agent feels like they're in, heavy competition for every single bond they get. So,
I see.
It has created a little bit of a tumultuous situation, but we'd love to come up there. So if any bail companies, up there in Montana want us, they should give a call, and, we'd love to come up to your state.
That would be very cool. It'd just be cool to see you guys come up here and help some people out and bring some notoriety to the bail bonding industry here, too. I mean, there's a lot of confusion, which is cool for people to see in your guys' business, about exactly what bail bondsmen do and what the difference between a bounty hunter and a bail bondsman is, and if you can be both. And I got a question for you in the bail bonding arena. Do you guys turn down certain bonds? Are there bonds of people that you think like, wow, this guy's too bad of a guy for us to bond out? Or do you feel that it's your job and you bond out whoever needs out?
Oh, no. It's your job to be selective. It is totally your job to be selective. You're letting these people back out onto the street, and you have to take that very, very seriously. It's a very big responsibility. And so, there are people that we just aren't going to touch. Dog doesn't like to touch anybody with assault to a police officer or, baby rapers. He doesn't take any of those people out of jail. We pass them on to someone else. We pay attention to who we bail out. Sometimes I get to a state, where I'm like, I'm not touching that. You shouldn't have posted that. In my opinion, you should eat it. And I think that lessons come very hard to some bondsmen that, there's types of bonds that you just don't do. Judges set bonds very, very high for a reason because they don't want them out.
Exactly.
So I think that it's hit and miss, but, this business is a gamble, and if you gamble on the wrong person, you're going to lose.
And you're going to be out of business. But very good answer, Beth.
Thank you, dear.
You guys make such a
My
cute
boss
team.
at Electus, who produces Dog and Beth on the Hunt, Chris Grant's wife is from Montana, and we sure would love to come to the Big Sky Country. I'm telling you.
Well, awesome. Well, I mean, I'll work my end here and get some bail bondsmen and bounty hunters together and have them get in touch with you guys and see if we can get a Montana episode cooking. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'd be happy to come up.
And you can go to what's the website, Beth? Dogbountyhunter.com, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. What would you do without Beth, dog? You would be a mess, wouldn't you?
He'd be Cat.
Kitty Cat the bounty hunter. Oh,
he'd be Cat the litter pisser.
I love it. Oh, Dog.
You just sit there and look sexy. I'll take this interview from here.
Okay.
He's got it from here. Dog and Beth on the Hunt premieres this Sunday, 6 o'clock here in Billings on CMT. Dog and Beth Chapman of Dog the Bounty Hunter fame. It's been such a pleasure talking to both of you guys, and hopefully we'll get you up here to Montana, but if nothing else, we'll check out your new show on CMT. So thank you guys for all the years of entertainment and for taking the time to talk to us this morning, and best of luck on the new show.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, brother, for having
Thanks,
us.
bro.
Thank you.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.